It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. Welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle. My name is Shay Brown, and it is an honor and a privilege to serve you. We want to say thanks for allowing us to broadcast into your home and be a part of your sales meeting, your sales department, and more importantly, be the voice that you get to hear as you focus on your sales strategy, your sales message, and more importantly, your sales system. At the end of the day, the one thing that you would all agree on is that this is one of the ways to make impact in the world that seems that sometimes very chaotic, sometimes topsy-turvy, and oftentimes full of lots of opportunity. So let's get started, because every morning I love to get started with our core philosophy. And I believe everyone has a philosophy. You have a personal philosophy, you have a financial philosophy, you probably have a faith philosophy, but our philosophy as it relates to business is that success leaves clues. And this is so true that if someone else has done it, so can you. And so every morning we look at a case study. And inside that case study, we looked at what the CEO's challenges was, we look at what the opportunities was, how they handle it, and then we can take clues or suggestions away, best practices that we can use in our own business. What a way to get started. You know, if there is a success, here's the cool thing, then there's fingerprints on how to get there. I love it. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started with our case study for this morning. From hair-raising problem to business growth. This is a lesson CEOs could all learn. Imagine having sensitive skin. Woo, I've been there. And feeling frustrated with traditional hair removal methods. That's the problem that Aliyah Mardiza faced back in 2016. Like many entrepreneurs, she was driven by a personal challenge, finding a gentler method for hair removal due to her sensitive skin. Now, this is a common issue many businesses face, identifying a problem that resonates on a personal level and seeking a unique solution. For CEOs, this phrase is about recognizing a gap in the market and then understanding that your client's problems could be a gateway to innovation. So while Olivia was experimenting with all type of ways of doing it, combinations of sugar, lemon, and water, she faced her share of struggles. Did you know that she learned about sugaring an ancient Egyptian hair removal method to craft her formula? Here's an interesting fact that is often, the solution is a modern problem that can be rooted in history. Much like Aaliyah, sales professionals, CEOs often struggle to position their product until they find that one unique key ingredient or strategy that makes everything click in place. Be it a sales strategy or a sales message or a sales structure, or in some case, it's the sales system that allows them to get inside of their target audience. The real turning point for Sugar Dough came when Aaliyah shared her product idea on a platform like TikTok, resulting in an explosion in growth and attention. This highlights the importance of tailoring your sales message by showcasing the unique selling points, her unique selling proposition, like a gentler, more eco-friendly aspect of her product. During her Shark Tank pitch, she demonstrated a classic sales strategy lesson, clearly defining your value and differentiating your product from other products. So for CEOs, it's critical to identify what makes your product or service stand out and to communicate that effectively to your target audience. So here's my big takeaway for the CEOs out there today. Sugar Dough is becoming a multi-million-dollar company, and it teaches us CEOs the invaluable lesson of having a solid sales system and sales strategy. Despite facing challenges, Aaliyah's persistence and her strategic approach using social media and social story selling paid off. The takeaway for you is clear. A well-defined sales process is essential as a product itself for scaling and profitability. You do that, and you will see your sales go up, 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 up in a way as you have growth and impact in the market. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. Thanks so much for being a part of this meeting. We appreciate you allowing us to stream or broadcast directly into your office or into your home or into your mobile device. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you. We like to get started every single morning with the mantra. And our mantra is the same. Our mantra has remained consistent. And our mantra is focus on sales. Our mantra is focus on sales, focus on sales, focus on sales. Here's our belief. If you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. Now, you might say, Shay, that's awful harsh there, but it's so true because there's a reason. And it's an obvious reason, but it's so true. It's because sales, and I want you to hear this like you've never heard this before. If you're watching, watch with new eyes right now. Just watch. Sales is the oxygen for every great business in history. And I wanted to be clear here. That without sales, there's always more money going out than there is coming in. There has to be a point, Shay, that you're trying to land here. There might have to be a takeaway for me as the CEO as I'm watching. And the takeaway is that selling, and I share this every single sales huddle, you probably do it every single sales meeting or every time you get with your sales department. Selling is serious business. Selling is serious business. So as a CEO, there's some things that we can do. We can have our own pledge. And this is what we're going to do as a CEO. Yes, we'll allocate the sales team to the sales department. And maybe you are the sales team. Congratulations. Maybe you as a CEO, you can allocate the sales process. You're responsible for that. Okay, what's the process the sales department is doing? And third, well, we get to allocate the sales resources. So our pledge to our sales department is, you can repeat this after me. I have to learn something new in order to earn new revenue from current clients, in order to get new and old clients to return. So I must learn, I must earn, and I must return. And we can say that every single morning with 100% certainty, but we also have to look at our objectives. So you're now in the sales huddle. You're having a sales meeting with your sales team. And the first thing you want to do is say, what are our objectives this morning? What are 3 objectives? Number 1, what's the progress we're making in the sales department? Okay, the sales department needs its own sales strategy, its own sales structure, its own sales system and processes in place. And then what are the roadblocks that are holding us back? Not from just selling, no, but from having a systematic place. These are objectives for your sales department. We do it as well this morning. And then we got to understand the 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know and understand in order to really be successful. This has helped our private clients year after year after year. Number 1, you got to have a one-page CEO sales plan. If you don't have one that you can pull out right now, don't worry. We can take care of that. Number 2, sales cycle. Number 3, what's your sales message? In the case study this morning, we talked about the sales message and the difference that it made for the case study. And then last but most importantly, we go over the CEO sales dashboard that we'll get into a little bit later today, which is what gets measured, gets managed, and then the sales team. But here's what I like to do. I like to pause for a moment because I like to connect with you. You can see me, but I can't see you. And wouldn't it be cool if you look right below the video, if you're on social media and you can do this, look right below the video right now and just put hashtag I'm here. Hashtag I'm here is the bat signal that you're in this conversation that you and I are having right now. So put hashtag I'm here. If you're watching the replay, because you can't be here every morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I get that, but you're watching the replay. Maybe it's 5 p.m. Maybe it's 8 p.m. Maybe for some of you, it's 11 p.m. at night and you're just tuned in right now to be in this conversation. Put hashtag replay. And for everyone else, take a look over and let's connect over in social media. Connect with mine is over at, my handle is at I am Che Brown. Drop me a DM. I love to be in the conversation. I love to see what you're up to. The reason I want to connect with you is I want to know what you're up to, what's happening for you and in your world that you're in right now. You know, the question gets asked, and it's a fair question. Shay, the CEO Sales Huddle, what's the mission, goals, and objectives? What's the purpose of doing this every single morning? Why? Well, first of all, it's my big give back. I know that there's CEOs out there that want to impact more lives. They want to make a bigger difference in the world. They want to make $1, but they want to make a difference at the same time. So one of the things they were able to do that I think makes it so important is we're able to say CEO Sales Huddle is a place where CEOs gather to understand how to sell more faster, easier, quicker, with a bridge to where they want to get to, with the rocket fuel to take off to get to the next level. And that's one of the reasons we get together. But here's the deal. Our big why is really strong. And you might do this with your sales meeting. Maybe you're saying this as well. The big why is it's about sales growth, sales accountability, and consistency. And you may have heard this before, that consistency is the key. We'll often do more for others than we do for ourselves. So how do we do that? Well, we spend 15 minutes each day. 15 minutes in this conversation. Why? Because there's 1,440 minutes in every day. So we take 1% of our day, 1% of our day, just 1% of our day to accomplish one main goal. And that goal is, how do I add $100,000 plus a month of consistent, predictable, reliable revenue over and beyond whatever I'm earning today, just because you're in this conversation? What a wonderful place to be. So to do that, the question came up, well, Shay, how do you do that? Well, we created the CEO Sales Dashboard. And the CEO Sales Dashboard was created just for this purpose. And I said, wait a minute. With my private clients, we look at 5 indicators. There's only 5. And those 5 indicators are leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. And then I said, in order to track that, we need a tool. We need a structure. So we created the CEO Sales Dashboard. Now, when you open up the CEO Sales Dashboard, it looks just like this. You can download this over at www.ceosalesdashboard.com. Once you download it, you open it up. Now, you'll see across the top are the dates. You can find today's date. Going down left-hand side, there's leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. And you would, for example, you might say, well, how many leads came into my database yesterday? You're tracking that. How many of those leads came in that were from referrals? You're tracking that. You're looking at how many appointments you set, how many appointments you run, how many appointments you set, how many appointments you run. I got it. But I want to do a deep dive today in just one area. And that one area that I want to do a deep dive in today is in the area of offers. So we're going to take a look at offers. I want you to look at your spreadsheet right now. You can go and you can customize the spreadsheet. So you can always go in and you can add the products coming along the left-hand side if you want your key products, 1, 2, not 3, but maybe 1, 2, or 3 at the most. And when you do that, let's look at offers. And let's ask ourselves a question, because powerful people ask powerful questions, because questions steer focus. Number 1, how many offers did you make yesterday? How many offers did you make for folks to give you a credit card, or offers for someone to sign a contract, or offers for someone to wire the money to you, or an offer for someone to take the next step, whatever the next step is for you, reviewing the contract, getting their partners on the line, whatever the next step is for you. You see, powerful people ask powerful questions. And then once we do that, we don't beat ourselves up. We go over and we acknowledge it. And we like to look at what are our successes. So let's take a look right now, because powerful people ask powerful questions. The first thing we want to ask ourselves, which I believe is a very powerful question, is what are the wins that we had yesterday? And as we look at the wins that we had yesterday, let's take a look at that and say, wait a minute, 3 questions. Number 1, what are you most proud of in your sales department yesterday? Number 2, what was your biggest accomplishment yesterday in the sales department? And number 3, what's the one thing you want to brag about? Like, you just want to come on here and you want to brag. You want to say, Shay, I did so well yesterday. I want everybody, and I want everybody, la-de-da-de, tell everybody, as they say, I want them to know. What would that be for you? And you go ahead and acknowledge that. And then we come to the other side and we look at the challenges that we've had. What was your biggest roadblock in the sales department yesterday? What's preventing you today from moving forward in the sales department? And what's the one thing you can do about it? If you did it right now, if you just took the massive action right now, it would move the business forward. You see, powerful people ask powerful questions, because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get exactly what you focus on. My message of the day is stay the course. My message of the day is stay the course. Take massive action. Stay the course. You do that, and you will see your sales go up, and away, because you do small things well and you get big results. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. Thanks for joining. Thanks for being a part of this. We appreciate you allowing us to broadcast and stream into your home. With that being said, make it a great day, everyone. And I promise you we'll make some good things happen. We connect again next time. God bless, and keep doing God's work. I'll see you, well, as they say, on the other side. Peace. We out of here.